Hey, friends. Good afternoon from here, morning, evening, or night, depending on your time zone. I hope this finds y'all guys doing well. I'm not sure how the audio is going to be out here. I like it because it's nice and sunny and everything. At the same time, there's a lot of wind. So every now and then I might ask y'all guys if the mic is still picking me up well. If it's not, we might have to go inside. Let's see, we got one friend out there. Hi, friend. Hope you're doing well today. Having me some strong coffee. Oh, and it is nice too. I see more people dropping in. Hey, you guys. I see Aaron, Georgia, Lisa, Kathy, Brenda Lee, Philo son, Matt Register, Ralph, Brian, Cindy, Vita, Laura, hello from Southern Alaska, RC Plus, cool name. Sunny Dupree, Sandra, Nova, Carol, Dusk. Oh, we dropped down. Hang on, get back. Dusk, Art Taylor, Patricia, Melissa, another Melissa, Joan, Al, Laura, Lori, Jim Jam. Hey, Jim Jam. Mavis, Rod, Vita, Michelle Costello. Hi, Michelle from Melbourne, Australia, and hi to your mom. Let's see. Joyce Lyons is in here. Pat, Lori Bell, Sandra, John, Jocelyn, Melody, Ralph, Moonlight, cool name. March Maiden. Hey, March Maiden. Sherry. Brenda's Leah saying hi to Nova. Oh, we got Carol Sakuka. I know I butchered that name. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Okay, I think we got. All right, Anton's in here. Hey, Tony. Lori Bell, Nova, Jenny. I see a lot of good friends in there. Tim, Joyce, Malibu to Mom. It's good to be out here with y'all guys. I was just telling you before you dropped in, we might have a mic issue. As you can tell, it is really windy out here right now. I like it though because we've also got good sunshine and my new laptop here. This camera's amazing, isn't it? I'm loving the picture. Take my slippers off here for a minute. We've got this really nice carpet out here on the backyard. I like to enjoy to sit on. Sometimes I'm back here, I meditate. I'm working in this backyard, actually. You see that 2x4 behind me? I'm trying to level out the ground so we can get some kind of stone or something in here, make it a little bit less. See, we've got moon dust here is what we call it. I can't even show you, I don't think, with this wind. But like the dirt here, see how fine that is? It just blows when the wind picks up. It's terrible. So yeah, we want to get something on this backyard to kind of like hold it in place. Oh goodness, that's good. I got me some strong instant coffee going here, guys. Let's see. Well, I guess as usual, there's a lot going on, but it's a lot like the usual going on. You know, there's positive and there's negative in everything. And if you ask me, life would get a little bit boring without it. Now, not to say I don't wish that it was a little less interesting sometimes. Still, though, it keeps things moving along, right? Mainly, I've missed y'all guys. I wanted to do a live. I've been really busy trying to catch up. As y'all guys know, I got my computer and a couple of my phones hacked. I'm trying to do a better like internet safety video every now and then. I don't want it to become what the channel is about. However, there are little things that a lot of us normal people, we don't realize about, like settings on our computers, settings on our phone, you know, and like trust too. It's important to trust. I find that it's important to find people in life that are trustworthy, you know. At the same time, it's difficult sometimes because there are a lot of counterfeit people in the world too. And in order to make ourselves vulnerable enough to find those good people, those solid gold little people out there, the little specks of gold all in the muck and stuff, well, we've got to go through a lot of muck, If we do the next right thing the best we can and give maximum effort, we're all going to make it through, I got a really great compliment from a troll the other day. It was awesome. He was like, I don't even know why I watch this. It just sounds like some positive AI generation or something. I'm like, dude, I invented that before AI. So no, I'm just BSing with you at this point, guys. Hey, I see John McLeod in the house. Hey, John, how you doing, friend? Mary D. Lourdes, throwing up hearts and waving. Hey, Mary. Let's see. Laura Harding says, how the new job going? It's going really, really well. I'm working for a really good lady, a friend of mine, and it's all work that I can do right now. As y'all guys know, I'm paying for an injury that I had like 20 years ago, back when I thought I was invincible. I guess I should say back when I was invincible, right? Back then it was like being made out of rubber. I hit the ground, bounce right back up, and I'm on the way. But no, I've got the issue with the nerve in my neck. It makes it really hard to be able to do like a lot of the farm jobs and stuff around the area. So I've really been struggling over the past, I don't know, I guess almost a year now, making up excuses why I can't work and all this kind of stuff because I didn't want to be like, well, I'm hurt, But this job I have is really great because it's like painting, some interior like repairs, yard work, stuff that I can do without straining the nerve. I still have this idea because it gets better sometimes, right? I've got this idea that my body might be able to heal back from it because I just think I'm too young to go under the knife right now, So I want to give my body the ability to try and right itself first. So that's why I'm really tickled to have a good job, something that I can do, and also sign at the same time that can support the channel, because doing what I do out here, entertainment business is not easy, especially for YouTubers who are really serious about it, because a lot of so it's good to have a job that I can do both and all. I've got some money coming in from different places and everything, so I'm going to be able to pay back the loans that I took out when things really, really got bad. I've got everybody written down who sent me loans, and I'm trying as hard as I can. Things are going like the right way. It's that life on life's terms, and I really do believe that with on those terms, we can write our own terms as long as they're realistic and it's something towards, Hard work and elbow grease goes a long way, though, doesn't it? Ronnie Hawkwater, oh my goodness, how I have missed you. He lives, okay. Where are you, Ryan? I'm sorry. Goodbye. I just can't put up with your BS anymore. Where are you? Hang on. Move, comment, hide user from channel. I hate to do that. It breaks my heart. Goodbye. I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. I don't want to go negative and everything, but I'm just done with people who hate other people. I have friends, and I don't care if they like each other or not. I won't put up with the hate and the backstabbing anymore. It's done. I don't care who the person is, either how long I've known them, what we've been through together. I don't care, and I'm not doing it anymore. So with that done, we'll just see who else wants to leave. Sorry, guys. Have you ever given so many chances, been so understanding and so forgiving, tried to make a good example, and yet no one really cares? I've been dealing with I've got about 30 friends who all hate each other. And all I get all the time is how the other one is so toxic. And I get people sending screenshots and then going in and doing searches on each other and posting it to the internet. I got friends calling cops on other friends. Look, I respect law enforcement. I'm a law-abiding citizen. If I saw a policeman that needed assistance, I would be the first guy to run up there and help them. But I'm not talking to the cops all the time. When the cops come into my life, I figure that either one, I'm doing something wrong, or the people that I am associating with are doing something wrong. And when an eagle is flying and he or she turns around and looks, they should see another eagle. There shouldn't be any other bird there. If it's a crow, a sparrow, a pigeon, those are low altitude birds is what that is. So if an eagle turns around and sees a pigeon, that eagle needs to elevate its perspective. So that's kind of where I am nowadays. Back to positivity. Brett and Erica, as y'all guys know, most of y'all guys probably know, are our moderators here on the channel. They have done an amazing job. I want to give a big hand of applause to our good friends Britta and Erica for guarding out over the trolls, stalkers, psychopaths, all the BS we've had. If it weren't for y'all guys, that would have taken over this channel while I was gone. I think that we're probably going to Caesar our friends, our moderators out there. You see, I came up with this idea. In Rome, what they did before Caesar was everybody, they had a democracy, basically, right? They had a Senate. They had basically two primary sides. A lot like here in America, we got the left and the right, right? Oh, it's starting me started. But so Rome, when things got bad, they would elect one person to sit on the throne and make all the decisions. So they weren't always arguing about what to do. If that person did well, they were elevated. Good job. If they didn't, well, hopefully Rome got through it, right? So that's how, and then after it was done, the leader would advocate their power and it would go back to being a democracy again. So that's what we did here with the channel. And then Caesar came along and Caesar didn't let go of the power. Now he was going to, they found out after they assassinated him that he didn't really want to be king. He was just trying to stabilize Rome, really, and I'm sure he had a little narcissism and stuff, but that's Caesar. Here on our channel, we're going to do this. We're going to keep our Caesars. We're going to keep our moderators. Now we might later swap them out so that they don't have to, so that they can like de-stress a little bit, because this is a stressful job, so we might swap them out, give them a couple of months to rest up again, put in 2 more trusted people, and then swap them back in, just so that we've got, those boom people who know how to land a punch, right? I can't say enough about the positivity of this channel. Even during the darkness, the darkest times that what we do out here, I guess since even my career started on the Discovery Channel, this has been the worst experience ever. But you know what? Y'all guys, y'all good people out there, the people that really matter, you've done a great job of staying positive, staying on top of things, and moving forward. I go back and I look at a lot of your comments and stuff and everything, and man, I'm just glad to have friends like you. You know what? That's in the end of the day when I'm all like, I just go back and I read some of your comments about how you support each other and look out for each other. That's what this is about. So things are good here. I'm so glad to have been able to get out of the tailspin. Now, crap has happened, and I'll tell you about it as we go along. I've been covering, as I've told y'all guys, most of it with the camera. It's been hard because the camera is about broken now. I'm even having to, when I do a video, when the scene is over and I hit stop record, I have to take the battery out and put it back in before I can record again. Now, payday now is between the 21st and 26th for YouTube. I've got some money coming in from a couple other places, then my paycheck here also. So I'm hoping to be able to get some bills paid and buy a new GoPro. $210, somewhere around there up at Walmart. I can get a brand new 10, and I think it comes with 2 batteries. As y'all guys know, batteries, right? That's not how many years have I been griping about that, right? GoPro is awesome. The batteries, They need to do something about that. There is, all right, do a GoPro commercial here real quick. All right. There is a new battery that my friend Michael Robinson showed me like a year ago or so. It's really cool. It's a case that the camera goes in, and the case itself is the battery. And from what I understand, it gives a lot more battery life to it. Now, I want to also, as I told y'all guys, I think in my last video, a lot of y'all guys' support is the only way that I made it through this debacle. Little things, compasses, rope, tarps, stuff like that that y'all have sent me over the years. Michelle and Mary, Mary is Michelle's mom in Melbourne, Australia. She knits hats and scarves and stuff. Dang, that kept me warm, right? And thank you, everybody. I also want to send a shout out to my friend Star out there. Star, if you are watching this, a lot of the gear that you sent really not only helped me, it helped save the show too. Like that little battery charger, that little hair tie thing you gave me, the green tie. I can't tell you how many times that like came in really handy in an emergency. Yeah, I know. It's like, how MacGyver is that, right? How do you save the world with a hair tie? I tell you, it's doable. It's just so good to sit down with y'all. Thankfully, also, I never ran out of coffee. Thanks to y'all guys. I still probably have a year's load of coffee in the back of my pickup truck, honestly. Oh, that's another thing. Max, I actually a mechanic skill. Thank you. Over the winter, my friends taught me a little bit about mechanics. And because of that, I've deduced myself what was wrong with Max. I thought that I had blown the transmission again. And that's where Max is. Max, as we speak, is stuck on the mountain and has been for a while because I couldn't figure out how to get down. Then middle of the night, I woke up, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I sit down on my bed, I'm drinking some water, I'm about to go back to sleep, and I'm like, maybe it's the four-wheel drive in the front end making the rattling sound. And then I went and I asked a few of my mechanic friends and everything, and they're like, well, take it out of four-wheel and just see what happens. Well, I went up there here a couple days ago, and that's exactly what I did, and it worked, guys. The transmission on my pickup truck is not blown. The only sound that I'm hearing is actually the point in the front end that connects the four-wheel drive. So I, right, you'll pat me on the back for a moment real quick, deduced all on my own what was wrong with my pickup truck. It's the first time I've ever deduced anything accurately with a pickup truck or a car, except for, no, the motor's blown. How do you know? Well, it's on fire. So it just feels good. It really does. And I made it stick, too. I got to make it stick. Hey, let me know, is the wind messing with the audio, guys? If the audio is bad, give me a thumbs down. If the audio's all right, give me a thumbs up. I want to jump in and talk to y'all guys for a minute. Oh, Britta can't sleep. I'm sorry, Britta. That happens to me sometimes too. I just get in my head about stuff. It doesn't even have to be something bad. It could be something good. And for some reason, for me, my mind just, it finishes the thought and then starts right back over again. And it doesn't help whether I just lay there or if I get up. Sometimes if I get up and I take a walk or something, that helps because it mellows my body, I guess. It makes my body kind of tired. But I feel bad for you. I know how it is. I just, y'all guys know I'm jealous of my own sleep. You know, it's like I got to get 8 hours. So a friend of mine, actually, big thank you to Lee out there. He pointed out something really interesting that, see, we go through REM cycles. Every 90 minutes, we complete a REM cycle. And so like 7 hours of sleep is actually better than 8 or 8.5 because that gives us the entirety of the final REM cycle. So sometimes if we aren't getting that REM sleep, it might also cause us to have problems sleeping the next day. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why she would do that. I don't want to get into something negative, but yeah, she's other times trying to act like she cares or something, and I don't know why she's doing that. I haven't heard from her in 4 years. I've made every possible attempt I can to reconcile and everything. it's not upsetting. It does have a yucky feeling to it, though, that in public she's trying to act like this, and then in reality there's just nothing. So hey, maybe it's a little step forward, that at this point in my life I cannot put thank you and I'm glad that you were able to smile over it, my friend. Hoorah. Hey Josh, a whole bunch of thumbs up, thank you. Hello from Southeast Alaska. RC Plus says, come on bro, watch the live stream, bro. Oh, your live stream? Okay, let's see. Sherry Koski says, you know what, too? Thank you for answering me. Watch is on the channel and listen nice, but he don't answer. Should keep watching him. Absolutely, Sherry. I try and get back to you guys. Because I know how it is. I've got people out there that I'll comment to and everything too, and hope them the best and everything. And it really is nice when they like what I said or comment back or something. So I comment back to y'all guys. I know I'm not always very good at it. Sometimes when it's like a really meaningful comment, I don't want to just throw in some generic, oh, thank you. And sometimes, so I've been wanting to do something better, I don't do anything at all. And that breaks my heart a little bit because y'all guys deserve better. So I'm glad that I was able to comment back to you. And I thank you for your wonderful comment. All of y'all guys, I thank you for chiming in either with just well wishes or if you're jumping into the conversation about something you've experienced about the subject or something. Without y'all guys, not only would none of this be possible, it wouldn't be worth doing. If I had a whole bunch of fake people out there, I would just sign off. But y'all guys are real and you're good and you actually care. Like I said earlier, not just about me, but about each other. And that to me is a special thing. That's why I'm a fight to the end to make sure that this keeps going, guys. Like I know a lot of y'all guys do too. I'm trying to go back up. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all guys get skipped. You should see my end. There are so many comments, and I'm so long-winded too. By the time I'm finished talking to one of y'all, there's 90 others. So it's not on purpose. Marty B, what up, Marty? Marty says, Britta, oh, pardon me. Read comments. Okay, so you're talking to Britta. Dang, this moon dust. Oh, hang on. There we go. There's the wind. It's all kinds of stuff because we've got so many orchards and then so many wild plants too that when the pollen and stuff gets in the air, everybody has like hay fever and allergies here. And then, like I said, the moon dust is flying around. You can't see it, but it's there. The other day when I was working in the yard here, I went in and I blew my nose, and not to be rude, it looked like a mud puddle. It was bad. Anton says, "Oh, you're talking to Britta. Britta, do you not have to work in the morning?" Okay. Duke. Hey, Duke. How you doing? Not sure who that is. Oh, you're talking to Lori. Hey, Moss. Check out. I wish was. Okay, I don't know, but that's okay. You're talking moderators. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Michelle says, us with your postal address for your birthday gifts. It's coming soon from Michelle and Mary in Melbourne, Australia. Okay, Michelle. So guys, and you don't have to send me anything. I thank you so much. Just your friendship, but I know we've talked about this. Okay. So since moving out of the farm, able to deliver that to the farm anymore. So I'm having to work on like getting a post office box or something like that. I am still, as always, keeping y'all guys' return address so that hopefully this Christmas I can send out Christmas cards. One really important thing that I know that y'all guys will want to know about, Debbie is the mail lady. She runs all the mail out in Loomis and everything, and For years, she has faithfully made sure that everyone's packages have arrived. So what I was thinking was anybody that wants to show your appreciation for Debbie's devoted service to her job and our friendship, if you want to send a card to her, that would be awesome. All you have to do is send your card, I believe, just general delivery to Debbie at Loomis, and she should get that. Just like a thank you or something, if y'all guys feel like it. I asked her if it would be okay here like last week, maybe the week before that, and she said it was all right. I need to get her and her husband something really special, as a big thank you. But y'all guys know I am broke as a joke most of the time. It's not. It's hard though, isn't it? I mean, the economy, the gas prices. I can't find anything in Walmart that $5 and where we get the cheapest thing. That's why this year when I cast my vote, I'm not voting for people that my friends like or any group or this or that. I'm simply going to go in and vote for the person that I feel is going to give me the things that I need to live. I sometimes some vote for the person who we think's going to do the best for us and for our community, And so I'm not going to preach to you about who to vote for or any of that BS. I'm just going to say the person that can get us what we need is my person. It's just who I'm going to vote for. Oh, there was one more thing because a friend of mine asked me about this, I don't know, a couple months ago. They're under pressure from family, basically, to vote the way that the family wants them to vote. So I did want to do a reminder that that's why we have a closed ballot. Our ability to vote for what we think and how we feel should be solely our responsibility. And the hardest thing for me in my whole life was trying to get out from underneath the pressures that I felt my family had for me. So I just want to remind anybody out there who's going through that same kind of pressure, when you get in there, just remember that's for you, and nobody else has any say in that. You can do it, my friends. All right, enough of that political BS. I feel like we get that all the time everywhere. It's been a knife fight for the past 4 years, at least here in America. Now I've got friends out there all over the world, and I know it's very similar in a lot of places, So I guess it applies to all of us, right? Oh, yeah. Well, I should tell you about that later. I want to do a commercial for this one place. It's the best BLT in 100 miles. Honestly, I can't remember the name of the place right now. So I'll tell you later. I've got a cool idea about doing a little map here of Orville because y'all guys know I'm in love with Orville. And the map is going to have all of like my favorite places to get certain things, right? So it's like best milkshake in town, best chicken wings in town. Best chicken wings are definitely at the Chevron. If you're ever here in Orville, go down to the Chevron here and tell me if I'm wrong. Everything in the hot case is made fresh. They don't let it sit there, whether it sells or not. After 2 hours or less, I don't know how they keep it so fresh. I don't know their timeline, but I know that you ask for some out of that hot case and you're going to get fresh, good food. It was actually my victory. I got back down from the mountain after getting my butt kicked just recently. I had to walk the grade again, right? I made it all the way to the top of the grade before I met up with the legend. And oh man, it was rough. It was rough. But halfway up, I told myself, if I live through this, I'm going to go to the Chevron in Orville and I'm going to get me some spicy chicken wings. And you know what? I did. So, hoorah. All right. I know y'all have outrun me. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. I see them fly. Thank you. It really helps. It makes me feel better. Oh, my goodness. We're up to 122 likes in less than a half hour. Man, guys, thank you so much. That really helps. It helps me, and it also helps the channel because the algorithm knows that we're relevant by how many likes we get and then like the conversation and stuff. Thank you, guys. How cool. Stacks says, oh, you're talking to me. I love the conversation. I love the little groups in here. I will support you right back. It's good to have a friend. You. What's that song? I never had a friend like you. Oh, the genie, Aladdin, number one. Remember? He's like, I think at the beginning of the song or something. He's like, ain't never had a friend like you. Yeah. Robin Williams was so cool. I love the way that he started talking about his depression and his difficulties, and how being a funny man was what it helped him not only get through it, but it also hurt him by hiding it. I think that it was so brave of him to be so open and courageous with all those things. I just wish that we still had him here. That those people are a big inspiration for me, because a lot of times when we're going through something, it's really hard to admit that because it can be very scary. What if people don't accept us? What if it means that we're broken? You know what I mean? That can be an unrealistic thought in my head. And it's people like Robin Williams and other people who inspire me to talk about the hard issues. So, yeah, I ain't never had a friend like you. Lori Bell. Hey, oh, she's talking to the mods. Hey, mods. Okay, cool. Very cool. Beautiful little place we've got here together, guys. Nova. Oh, Matt. Poor Max. I know, Nova, but it's okay. It's better now than it would have been before. We'll have Max down. I'm trying not to give too many timelines, but I really don't care. I'm not going to let the crazies change the way that I operate. I'm going to have Max down off the mountain within a week. He's going to be back in town, driving through. Sounds really good, too. He'll help me tune him up and taught me how to tune it so that, like, Max sounds like a hot rod now. I twist that key and goes, boom. Left one earlier and I got bright one to match it. That reminds me of Al Bundy and Married with Children. He's like, holds up two socks. One's got a hole in the toe. So she takes the one that doesn't have a hole and cuts the toe out of it and hands it back. Yeah, now I match. I see somebody's a Married with Children fan. Heart start flying. Well, Al Bundy had it raw. I know how I felt, right? Jimmy Dudley. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy is saying hey to Marty. Dude for life, cool name, says, hey, you guys. Hey, dude. Anton, yeah, life just ain't easy sometimes. You know it, my friend. I hope you're doing better. I know you had some medical stuff you were going through before when everything hit the fan. I just hope you're doing well out there. I also want to thank you, Tony, for being there for the little group of friends that we have. I know that you're always a friend. There are a lot there that I don't really realize it. You're very, very important to this group. So no matter what you think you give to this group, I want y'all guys to realize that every little thing means everything out here. Dusk. Matt, please pray for my daughter. She has an MRI and ultrasound for cysts on her liver. She is just 3 years younger than you. Absolutely, Dusk. Absolutely. That she'll be all right. Yeah, I will definitely keep her in my thoughts and prayers, my friend. And please keep us posted on what's on. I had when I was in active addiction, my liver was starting to give me problems and everything. And I know that she's not and everything. I'm just trying to relate. And tell you that I've had liver issues before. I actually try and once a year I do a blood test because I drink a lot of coffee, a lot of pop and everything. So I have all my enzymes and stuff checked, and I know how scary it can be. See, I did the same thing on my neck. I had the ultrasound was my liver. No, my kidney. One of the two. But the MRI was my neck, and that was the one that, oh man, I was so scared. Going out, that's life-changing stuff, guys. And up until the moment where I was actually in the MRI, there wasn't much I could do to settle my nerves, honestly, But afterwards, even like me, I found out that I have issues. It's not all perfect, right? Still, though, after the tests were done, I felt better because I knew then, I knew what the options were going to be, what the issues were. So definitely in my thoughts and prayers, my friend, as I'm sure many of us here in the community. Roxanne saying hey to Jimmy. Jimmy back to Roxanne. Oh, and I just dropped down. I lost everybody. Malibu to Moms praying for Dusk. Hey, we got Jesus in the house. Well, we've always got Jesus in the house. Hey, buddy. Or is that where you are? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your. Let me roll up, friend. I didn't see your previous question. Where is the shop, guys? You are good. Yes, things are good. Things changed after winter, basically. A lot of it gets covered in these upcoming videos. I'm about 3 or 4 months behind, which y'all know I hate, but I can't just skip the story. Too much happened. Everything is good, though. I'm not operating out of the shop anymore. It became too difficult, some stuff and everything. Right now, I'm staying with a friend of mine who lives here in town, and they're giving me work around the place. I am secretive about stuff or touching in areas to protect other people's anonymity and stuff. So it's not that I'm keeping secrets. I'm trying to keep others safe. So no, I'm working for a really good woman, a really good friend of mine. I got a safe place. I got a bedroom that's all mine. It's got a dresser, a desk, a shower. It's really, really, and the shop is doing really well. Actually, it's been about a month since I've been down there, but things are going okay, guys. Prayers Dusk says Laura. Robert Cummings. I like how you. Oh, it's a Robert Cummings. Big hand for Robert Cummings. If this is the same one, I think it is. If not, I'm sorry to be sarcastic. I like how you make tragedy yourself. You know that helps your gift. Now, if you're talking the gift of communication, the gift of perseverance, the gift of inspiration, you are completely right, my friend. And I thank you for your observation. Now, if this is more hater BS, well, you still bring a smile to my face. I've tried to point out in the past, friends, everybody, well, y'all guys, the haters, complain about Alaskan bush people, right? And yet at the same time, don't realize that more than half of the interest in Alaskan bush people was caused by the haters. Fans, viewers will watch an episode, they'll go in and comment. Haters, trolls, and psychopaths will watch, rewatch, and in slow motion. So I simply thank you for helping the algorithm by your comment and by your interest. I hope this finds you and yours doing well, and I look forward to conversing with you in the future. Jesus bless you. Thank you. It's gone here. Somebody once said, kill him with. See, it works. Isn't it fun? I'm having fun. Oh, so good. I think sometimes it's all right to enjoy being in the Gladiator. You know what I mean? Let's do it. What do you got? So many liars out there too. Y'all guys are gonna hear some really weird stuff. But I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining. I mean, we are in the entertainment business, right, guys? Oh, about that cool news coming up. I think I talked to you about it in the last video. I'm pretty sure. Got a new platform that I'm jumping on, Rumble. I'm gonna do a lot of self-defense stuff. I'm gonna do a lot of apocalypse stuff, so that stuff that might help end or something, right? Things that I can't really here on YouTube because it's a platform. But this other platform, this Rumble, is going to be really neat. And I'll be able to touch on stuff that I'm not really comfortable touching on here on YouTube. Now, guys, there is one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about, and I've about made up my mind on it. You know that I'm not, all right, so straight up, some of my friends out there do send me every now and then, they'll send me like $20. right? Some of my friends, they knit hats and scarves, and that helps keep me warm, right? Other friends don't have the ability to knit or craft, and so they'll send me $20 to put in the tank of Max so that I can take them on an adventure and everything, right? And I think that's okay. It took me a couple years to be able to actually accept that. It was one of my friends. I don't want to out her anonymity or anything, but she was the one that explained that to me. She's like, this is how I feel that I have given back to the adventures and that I'm able to be part of it. And I wouldn't give something that I can't spare, you know? So, with that in mind, and in kind of the same vein, I've decided that now that I'm running again on YouTube, that what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up a super thanks here. It's a way that y'all guys could donate like $5 or something to the channel. The reason I'm doing this is not for myself. I can make my own money to live, right? Just y'all guys watching the show, watching an ad every now and then. That's how I make my revenue on top of jobs, right? I'm going to do this now so that those of y'all who can afford to throw in like $3 or $5 every now and then can help with the mission to feed the hungry and the cold over the winter. There are a lot of people in OMAC that they're displaced, that they're homeless. I was homeless 3 weeks ago. I was right there with them. I was trying to find a place on the river where I could pitch my tent. Flies on the camera. So this winter, I've already gathered a few people around here. We're going to go take food and blankets and warm shoes and socks and stuff to people in OMAC who need it. I haven't come up with a name for our mission or anything like that yet, but that's what the super thanks is going to go towards. So like 3 out of every $5 is going to go straight up to coats, blankets, and food. $1 out of that is going to go to gasoline. Whoever it is running the actual people doing right. And then the other dollar will probably go honestly to me so that I can buy something that I need on the side. So probably like put it towards a camera fund or something, you know. I just want to be straight up and honest with y'all guys. No BS. None of that stuff. That's how we got to know each other, right? I wouldn't be any different than anybody else if it weren't for the no BS stuff. So let me know what you think about that idea. I kind of like it, and like that. If you can't afford to do something, please don't. We have to take care of us first. Then the overflow can go to helping other people. But I'm not going to be able to make a difference if I don't start utilizing some of what we have, if that makes sense, you know, and all the hate and everything everybody says, it's really stopped me from doing things like being able to bring y'all guys closer in and stuff, you know. So like I said, please let me know in the comments what you think. That's my biggest thing. I'm just not a sellout, you know, but I think that going for the homeless and the hungry and the cold, that it's all right, you know. Let's see. Lori Bell, talking to Bretta, Anton. Okay. Diane. Hang on. Where'd you go? Dianita. That's a beautiful name. But why don't you keep that money to yourself? Because you are in a super stable situation. We don't you to be homeless again. That's okay, my friend. I would make it all work on my. Oh, Robert's trying to say something. I would make it work all on my own. And I can. The only reason that I would ask money from y'all guys is for other people. It is so that you've got somewhere that you know for sure for the purposes that it will go for. Me, I mean, I'm young, I'm strong, I'm capable, and I'm making it. I mean, I'm like a cockroach. No matter how many times you flush me, I crawl right back up the bowl, and now I'm drying my wings and tracking for the kitchen, like Jack Black said, you know. But thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Good evening, Matt from Yeti Trading. Hey, Yeti Mountain. Good morning to you. Good afternoon from here, my friend. Artie B. Yeah, he's gone talking about, yeah, he's out of here, right? He ran. Idea. I would love to help out, says Shirley. Cool, Shirley. Hoorah. John McLeod. John, I've called you the diehard name so many times, it might wind up your kind of guy. I don't like to have a whole lot of stuff anyway. And when I moved out of the picker's cabin, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. Most of it was all just secondhand junk that I was trying to repair, so I didn't feel bad about throwing it away. I have a Malibu, a 1973 Malibu that I picked up for $700 a couple years ago. It doesn't run. I need to work on it a little bit, but it's parked out at the farm. I used it to store all of my good gear, extra ammunition, winter gear, books, pots and pans. I've got this old crock pot, like a 1950s. It has all the flowers and designs and stuff on it. It's all in my Malibu. Everything else is in my camp up on the mountain, which I've got to get cleared out when I go to get my pickup truck. Now, I can keep it, the area and everything, but it cannot be as if it's actively lived in when I am not actively living in. So I'll get that stuff and I'm going to put it in my trailer. The trailer is still down at the Zozel Mill down here until I get my pickup truck. Once my pickup truck is down here, I can bring my trailer right here where I live, and that's going to be really, really cool. It's actually the first home I've ever owned. I didn't realize it until the other night, and that's going to be a really cool thing because it's going to give me that personal freedom, And yeah, that's awesome. Something stinks blowing in on that wind. What is that? A skunk walked by? Doesn't smell like skunk. And now it's gone. That was weird. I don't know. Maybe the garbage truck passed. And the wind's blowing junk into my coffee. What is that? Well, as long as it's not crawling, it's okay, right? Even if it was, they can't drink that much. Look how small they are. I don't know, guys. I'm so full of it. My last name's Brown. That was rude. I'm sorry. Whenever I say I'm sorry, I always have to go back and talk about recovery stuff. So they taught me and Betty Ford in the family program that when we're in addiction or when we're not at our best, we say I'm sorry a lot. And we say it to the people that we care about. We think that it's a way that gets them to forgive us and we can move on, right? But the family member, the person that cares about us, if we say, I'm sorry, a lot of times what happens is that doesn't mean that we're sorry. It means I'm going to do it again or I don't care about you. So if we're trying to mend bridges between people that we care about from our past when we weren't living the best life, it's better to, when we get back to them, say, I apologize. I apologize holds more weight than I'm sorry, and it's something that they haven't heard a lot. So if we correct our behavior, I apologize now becomes something that truly means that we regret what we have done and that we are sorry for having hurt them. So it's just something I try and throw in whenever the word slips out of my mouth, All right, the wind is picking up and my legs are falling asleep. So let's do the runaround one quick time, and then I'm going to close out, see if I can get some work done around here. I'm hoping maybe we can do Music Madness pretty soon. It all depends. I've got to figure out how to run the audio through my phone, the audio library, a whole bunch of stuff I'm not going to bore y'all guys with. So, that dang moon dust. We have been broadcasting for 49 minutes, 53 seconds. There are 165 of us out here in the backyard. The channel has got 195 thumbs up, which is amazing for a video that is under an hour long. It is 5:21 p.m. specifically Pacific time, 8th month, 18th day, year of our Lord, 2024, and it is 88 degrees Fahrenheit here. I believe, what is that? I want to say that's in the 20s Celsius. I'm not even going to range a guess on it until I can figure it out, guys. But it's warm, it's nice, and it's windy. Thank you for being there. Never give up. Never surrender because you're worth it. And remember, I believe in you. Bye, guys.